Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the inaugural season of Gen X Racing. That's right, we are now Gen X, reflecting the demographic we most represent. Having said that, it doesn't matter if you're young or old, as long as you're over 18, you are welcome to join into the fun here. Today, we're doing something a little different. Not the least of which will be the car that we are driving. We are in the Wicked Fabrication 1951 Ford Custom Coupe. And for some odd reason, they chose to do it on dirt today. So perhaps a nightmare for the drivers, but an absolute dream if you're commentating. As this promises to be just a little bit wild. So we're joining practice right now, and on track is Toasty, also known as Tim Galvin. And if you don't know Tim Galvin, he is the fellow who composed the Gen X stream theme that you just heard. So Toasty is a man of many talents, indeed. In fact, he will be doing commentary for the Group 4 races coming up this week. This will be his first time doing it for the group. But we're really excited to have him on the mic. Let's see who else is out on track. We got Rob Splatter, aka Rob Latter, in his cool Coca-Cola livery. Oh, nice jump. Look at that, man. That is clean, clean, clean with those dirty tires. Now, these are supposed to be dirt tires on the track. The the size and shape of the tires, I guess, belies their function, as they look just like the old tires you'd see on any old-timing yank tank. My goodness, I don't know how they're going to get these beasts around that dirt track. And it's going to be crazy. And I think it's about time to get qualifying started. We got Toasty in the pen. Everybody's waiting around. Oh, Alex is here today. Hello, Alex. Good to see you. Fire Woodman's here. Keith, how you doing? Let's get the display up so we can see who's who and what's what. And we have 6 in the field today. 6 brave souls who are willing to try to wrangle a water buffalo around a dirt track. And Ginger Ninja is back with a nice little finish flick to start us off. Great looking livery. One of the cool things about this car is some of the insane liveries that are out there for it. Not to say that he didn't do it himself, I assume he did. But boy, these guys are sporting some wonderful liveries. Firewoodman has taken his usual theme and applied it to the 51. So very cool. I do believe we are in qualifying. I never did see the word qualifying come up, but I'm going to assume that we are. So this will be their warm-up laps, just finishing. And I see Alex very wisely using the traction control, which I hope everybody is doing. Justin is, Alex is, Rob is, Tim is, and so is the Ginger Ninja Simon. So everybody with traction control, everybody with dirt tires, everybody in this crazy, heavy, insane bit of machinery. Yeah, when I saw Rallycross track on the schedule, I thought, nah, he's going to be joking. Well, it turns out, not so much. Boy, I tell you what, Simon has really got that drifting down. I think Simon's going to be a force. Just smoking him. They say smoke if you got him, and he's got him. There's Toasty getting all smoky. And Rob has taken the lead in qualifying so far. Now that color, that matte paint, that matte hood, that looks more like the 51 Fords that I'm used to seeing. I'm old enough to remember seeing a few of those on the streets when I was a little kid. Shouldn't be giving away my age like that now, should I? So here's the calendar for Season 8. Today at the Barcelona Rallycross, as you can plainly see. This is one of 3 dirt races we have this year. We'll be doing Windmills on the 29th of October and Tsukuba dirt track on the 19th of November. So, boy, if you don't tune into most any of the races, be sure to tune in for those. Hopefully we'll have a lot of turnout to just increase the madness of the whole thing. And next week they're going to be doing the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit, the short circuit at Brands Hatch. And here are your race regulations for Season 8. Everybody's driving the Wicked Fab GT51. There's no tuning, weak mechanical damage, so after about a minute, everything heals and we're good to go. We do prohibit counter steering and obviously auto drive. We don't want anybody fake it driving around the track. Everything else is unlimited, so if you need any kind of assists, you're welcome to use them. And let me just say, one of the great things about Gen X racing that I think the audience might enjoy. Hello, Robert. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hey, Glava. Yeah, sorry you're having to work today, my bud. Anyway, so when you join Gen X, you join. You don't have to prove that you're a great driver. You don't have to prove much of anything at all, but for one thing, that is that you'll race fair and clean. Okay, 2 things. But still, you race fair, you race clean, you're a good bloke, you're welcome in. Oh, and you have to be over 18. So, sorry, kids. Oh my goodness. Rob has had a moment. Let's see what Toasty is up to here a little bit. First, though, I want you to see what this car looked like in its original form. I don't know if this was a particularly popular car. I do remember the car from a very specific incident in my life where my brother was coming out of a movie theater parking lot in our 1966 Dodge Dart. And he pulled out right in front of this guy right here, albeit a very rusty version of this particular model. This is the 1951 Ford Custom Coupe as delivered back in the day. Obviously, this is a restore. Most of them that rode around the block didn't look like that. This is a very fancy version of it. But that's the car. Ugly as sin, if you ask me. But I think a fairly popular car. You used to see a lot of them floating around back in the 60s in LA where I grew up. Anyway, enough about that. So, last season, same car Sunday. Here are your champions. In first place, Kobayashi Maru, our own Justin J., who is our team principal. Hello to Split Croatia from San Antonio, Texas. Welcome to the chat, Robert, aka Glava, who we miss on track today because he has to work. I am so sorry. We love seeing you out on track, but boys got to make a living. So, first place, Justin J with 1,436 points, very close in second. GXR Splatter, also known as Rob Ladder, made a heck of a go of it. Had a great run there at the end, but just couldn't quite put together all the points he needed. So, a very solid second place for him. In third is Keith Madge, our own Fire Woodman, who has been with us for ages and has a lot of trophies next to his name on the Discord. And Fire Woodman, Keith is nothing if not consistent. Boy can drive. All right, back to the track, back to qualifying. Toasty has made his way up into first place. So he's gone back into the pit. Rob's back on track, second behind Tim, who is, Rob is a second, 0.3 ahead of Keith. Keith's just 42 hundredths. I should say 4 hundredths ahead of Ginger Ninja. Justice picked up an ugly penalty there. And not too far behind. In fifth position, just smacked the wall a little bit. This is going to be a rough one. I can't wait to see how this goes. It could be really fun, it could be really ugly, it could be a mix of both. But it looks nonetheless very interesting. That's a great livery, Justin. Wow. Yeah, that's a beauty. All right, we have Alex on track with a nice jump. Really getting into the spirit of it. And Alex is sporting the iridescent color change paint job. Very cool. It's kind of a custom you'd see here in the States. I'm not sure what it's like over in the UK or any of the other countries that we represent. But here in America, you see a lot of these things, particularly in the bigger cities. Miami is a really good place to see color change paint. You'll see that on a lot of things. I actually saw color change paint on a Lamborghini for some reason. I'm guessing it was thanks to a lot of daddy's money, but we try not to be judgmental. So I haven't heard from my friend James. I was hoping he would be on the live stream today, and if you can... Oh, look at that! There he is. Oh, that's Alex. Okay, I saw a wolf and I got excited that we had a seventh driver, but nope, that's Alex. In any event, I was hoping that James would be able to join on the broadcast. Who says? Somebody says, looks like a bulldog chewing a wasp. Yes, it does. It's a little crazy. So yeah, I was hoping that James could join me. And James, if you're out there listening, feel free to start a party chat. I'll jump on with you, and you'll come right through. And I'd love to talk to you. I'd love for the crowd to listen, to be able to listen to you. Let's see what Justin's up to. He's in the pit, letting everybody admire that solid livery. Toasty's in the pit. I like the carbon fiber. That's a neat idea for this. It certainly would be helpful if it were made of carbon fiber instead of a 4,000-pound steel tank. And Rob, I don't know if you can hear me if you're listening to the live stream, but man, I love that livery. It just really takes me back to when I was a kid. And Keith is going to blind everybody with that chrome. I think that may be his evil plan. As Ginger Ninja goes into a power slide. Oh man, I'm excited for every race. I am particularly excited for this one, however. I've never seen our guys go on a dirt track like this, but definitely not on a mixed surface track such as this one. This Rallycross is It's a fun form of racing. If you've never seen it and it happens to be on your favorite sports channel, highly recommend watching it. It can get very messy. All right, looks like we have about 1.5 minutes to go. Maybe 2.5 minutes to go in qualifying. Just about done. Toasty is way out in front by over a second. Rob is as close to on his heels as he can get so far. Yeah, he's trying to make up some time, but you're not going to do it that way, son. Oh, this is madness. I can't wait to get back to racing and get to do it like this. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. See how Keith's doing back there. Keith is in third place and has not moved. So Keith really seems to be at home on a dirt track. I don't know if he drives actual dirt tracks in his spare time out there in the West Country. But, oh man, he's got that wheel fully locked. But yeah, he's doing very well on this dirt track. Very smooth so far. Try not to coach you with the commentary, Keith. Pay no attention to the man behind the mic. So, I know nothing about the Barcelona dirt course, so forgive me if I don't know any corner names, or, well, I just screwed them up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that said, we can all see it. It's all up there in the upper right-hand corner. We know what it is. We know where it is. So it's all good. All right, less than 1 minute to go. Toasty's still hanging on to first position. And for Toasty now, I think it's just practice. Man, it must be a devil of a time keeping that thing. I'm trying. Let me go inside to see what it looks like. Yeah, it just really has that old-timey steel, very unsafe American cart appeal to the interior. Let's see if I can get this keyboard working. We can do some replays today. That would be lovely. Oops. Yep, it works. All right, we're back in Toasty's car. All right, let me practice a replay here. By golly, it works. Oh, joy. Okay. Looks like time is up. Oh, it's not. We have 2 minutes remaining. I wasn't looking over at the countdown on the right-hand side. But just above the little McLaren over there in the right-hand corner, you can see the time remaining. I was paying attention to the lower left-hand corners. Apologies for getting it wrong once again. Let's see what Alex is doing in the Spectromobile. He's keeping it clean. He's not doing anything crazy. So perhaps Alex is counting on keeping a nice consistent pace, getting him to the front as opposed to going wild and fast. If so, it's not a bad strategy. All right, less than a minute remaining. Here's Ginger Ninja. Simon calls himself Ginger Ninja because Simon likes martial arts movies, and he's a ginger. He's also one of the most sarcastic people you'll ever meet and is absolutely hilarious. So if you join our Discord, You better like sarcasm. He's not mean. He's not mean about it. He's just funny. All right, qualifying's over. How'd we do? All right, Toasty way out in front. He kept that second lead over Rob. So Splatter gets 1 second behind. Second position, Firewoodman. 2 seconds behind the leader in third. And rounding out the second row, we got Ginger Ninja. Third row, we got Alex and Justin. Looks like it's going to be a level race. Just lovely. So, if you're new to the channel, we have just had a big name change. We used to be called Multi-21, where for a long time, the name was changed to Generation X just recently, and this is our very first race as Gen X. The name may have changed, but the ethic is the same. We want to have racers come in at all skill levels. All that matters is you will come for a good time, you play fair, and just be a nice guy or gal. Thanks, Adam. Adam's wishing us all good luck. Yeah, I wish you could be here, Vonnie. Adam is a good driver. If you watched any of last season's Group 3 races, boy, that guy comes out of nowhere sometimes. He'll just bite you. It's amazing. We had some really great drivers last season, too, and Adam among them. Really, everybody performed well. Can't say anything bad about any of the drivers, but boy, a couple of them really put on a show. All right, let's go spectate. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Get in there, get in there, get in there. They just started. Sorry, I missed my button. Race is on. Toasty lost the lead momentarily, but he just got it back from Rob. Rob's got him a second penalty, so he must have gone off the rails a bit. And onto the dirt section. Puts those dirty tires out there, gets real good grip. But now he's going to have to slow down in the sin bin. So down he goes. That should give Ginger Ninja a shot. Boy, he is not giving up on that slide. My goodness. Boy knows how to drift. Man. All right, let's get some stuff up here so we know who's who and what's what. Let's see if we got... Did he just go off? Oh, my. A little bit. I think he smacked the wall. All right, here's Alex, followed closely by Firewoodman, and then Justin in the rear. Not too much separation between the drivers. It's just a 15-second gap. On a dirt track, I think that can change rather rapidly. Justin is sporting the Gen X Racing logos out the wazoo today to go with all of his awesome flames. Man, I can see why you picked this track. Okay, he got reset. Doggone it. I think he was going to make it out, too. All right. Toasty's got his wipers on. Barely hit a wet spot in the track. Or he just hit a button on his controller. Let's get inside Rob's car here. So Rob's hugging that inside line. I guess it doesn't matter if you get on the grass in this situation. You got dirt tires on. But boy, getting around that hairpin is just atrocious. Going from the dirt onto the pavement, it must be a real challenge. Goodness. Let's go back to fourth position. We got ourselves a race back here. Look at it. We got Wolfie and Ginger Ninja making a party of it. Look at the smoke. Holy cow. Oh, Ginger's making a play for it here. Yeah, Alex is taking it real easy around that corner, and that little mess up there just allowed Ninja to inch up ever so slightly. And here he's going to take the inside, trying to find a way around and walls it a little bit. Hits the jump. There he goes. Oh man, looks like Alex got a little bit loose. Ninja had the better traction and swiped that spot. So now he's up in fourth. Great move. Let's go up front and see what Toasty's up to. Still got the wipers going. Still getting plenty of grip. As is Splatter. They're all managing that jump quite well. To say the least, this is not a dirt-loving car. Although, this type of car, I don't know if this particular car was real popular at the time, but back in the 40s and 50s, in NASCAR, that's what they drove. Yes, and I know a little bit about this because I lived for over 30 years in part of the world where NASCAR came to life. It started out as moonshiners who would build their cars out so they could evade the police as they made their whiskey runs, and they would run that whiskey across what's called the Buncombe Turnpike. Oh dang! Splatter took a hard one there. Let's see if that's going to help Keith. And he's still got 19 seconds in between. And they would drive across that Buncombe Turnpike with loads of whiskey that they had stilled up in the mountains. And most of them would drive Fords. Most of them, in fact, drove the Ford Business Coupe. And from building out those motors and driving those dirt back roads, they gave birth to what later became known as NASCAR. And NASCAR tracks used to be almost exclusively dirt tracks. So, seeing a car like this on a dirt track 60, 70 years ago would not have been unusual. In fact, it would have been just what you'd expect. Alright, looks like Alex has dwindled toward the back a little bit. Ninja's picked up a penalty. He is trying to gain on Keith. That half a second isn't going to help his cause. Speaking of Keith, he's got an 18-second gap to Rob, who has a 7-second gap to Mac Toasty, who is out for a little Sunday drive in the dirt. He's having a lovely time, making all of his apexes, hitting all of his corners just so. And managing that car very well. I do not notice any tire wear in this sprint. So apparently tire wear is completely off. Previous season, the tire wear was set to 1x, so it's minimal tire wear. But that also meant that you had to warm up the tires at the beginning, and it could cause some issues. Now Toasty is trying to get on around Justin. Justin's making room. Well, is he though? I mean, he's not necessarily obliged to, as he was on the lead lap. So Justin's perfectly okay with making a race of it. And admittedly, it was a lot of fun to watch. Just the coolest livery. Yeah, the flames, that's a real 60s kind of American thing. See those? As he flashes the lights. You'd see those in so many old cars. People love flames on their cars. Now Keith is holding up third position all by himself. Just laying around there in clean air, at least until he hits this part of the track. From here on, it's all dirty air. And Ninja smoking them tires. Tokyo Drift style. I'll tell you what, for what Simon is lacking in position, he's making up for it in showmanship. Looking at Alex's times, he probably had a little bit of a mishap on lap 10. Otherwise, he's been super consistent. As he takes that jump, nice and clean. Toasty putting down 49s. That's another league right there. Splatter, not to be outdone, has a 49 and quite a lot of 50s. Keith's kind of all over the place, but mostly in the all in the low 50s, and he's even got a 50.3, which I believe may be the second. No, it'll be the third fastest now. Ninja with a 50.8, Justin with a 52.2, and Alex is back behind with a 53, and we got Splatter trying to make his way around Alex. Trying to get on. Oh, it looks like Justin's had a moment here. All right, let's go see what happened to Justin. He hits the jump okay. But oh man, he walls it. Oh, what a shame, man. That looked painful. Hope he had his Hans device on. Man, listen to that roar. Alright, well that's given Alex a great opportunity to jump into 5th position. And he wants it. He wants it bad. He's spinning those tires. Trying to find some way around. Man, he almost got out of shape on the jump. That's a big no-no. Okay, so Rob has made his way around Justin and has picked up the pace, but that time spent trying to get around has cost him several seconds. Ooh, Rob just avoiding the wall. Keith really cutting those corners off cleanly. And Ninja just got passed by Toasty. And Tim has put down a couple of 48s. Seriously good times. He now has the fastest lap at a 48.6. Definitely in the league by himself. So 2 minutes to finish. So far we have our field set, unless somebody decides to go into another wall. And Justin is pulling away rather quickly from Wolfie. So lots of separation on the track. Just about 2 laps to go. And comes back with another 48, this time a 48.7. So he's gone under 49 3 times so far. Has anybody even come close to that? Yeah, your best ones are going to be in the 49s. Oh, goodness. That is quick. right. And boy, I tell you what, Toasty got a little loose there. Let's get inside the helmet, Tim Galvin. With those wipers just blazing away. I don't know what that sound was just now. Probably the cat got into something. But here he goes now with one lap to go, and he's just put in his best sector on sector 1. Just turn off your wipers, Tim. You're gonna wear them out. And Tim's just getting a little bit wild. I think he's going to try to set a record lap here. See if he can get into the 47s, maybe. Might as well, man. You can afford a wreck. There he goes! That's it. Big win for Tim Galvin, Mr. McToasty. Here comes Rob with a ways to go. He's about a half a lap behind. Nevertheless, a great drive. He's kept it clean. He had a few little bobbles here and there, but made a great race out of it. That is Justin coming across the line. Yeah, we're just waiting for Keith to get around. And Keith comes through with the final podium position. Congratulations. Good job on race 1, fellas. Excellent job. So well done, Tim. Pole position, clean race, and a victory. Tim gets the trifecta. And we make our way to race number 2. All of our Same Car Sundays are same car, obviously. And all of them are sprints, 15-minute sprints around a whole assortment of really cool tracks. This season featuring 3 dirt tracks, which is super exciting. Something I've never seen done in this league, but I've heard talked about an awful lot. Great to see it executed. I imagine it's going to be quite the learning curve for a lot of us. All right, let's get on back while we're waiting for this next race to start. Let's take a look. Imagine that with 15 cars, says Rob. Oh my gosh, I only wish. Let's have a look and see what our calendar is saying. Right, so as I said earlier, in case you just joined us, Brands Hatch Indy coming up on October the 1st. Is coming Sunday. And oh, Wolf, yeah, okay. So maybe you weren't Alex. That was Wolf, and he is a different person. All right. Well, we haven't been formally introduced, Wolf, but I am really excited to make your acquaintance. And it looks like we're going to have a 7th driver. How exciting is that? Justin is preparing a room. So next we get Brands Hatch Indy. After that, Goodwood, which really should be a lot of fun. Goodwood, of course, features old cars all the time. So it's very fitting. All right, everybody, tick in. You haven't done so. I'm going to turn my fan on because it is 101 degrees here in San Antonio, Texas. Much better. Yeah, so welcome, Wolf. I'm not sure what your user ID is, but I can tell you I've seen that name before in the Discord. But I've not had a conversation with you, so welcome. I hope we get to meet in person soon. Well, virtually in person, obviously. We're about 5,000 miles apart, so it won't be soon. Oh, it looks like Alex has left the room. What happened? Interesting. Oh, I was hoping we'd have 7 people. Well, what a shame. No, maybe he had a previous engagement. If so, oh well, it's a shame. Hmm. Oh, oops. Supposed to spectate. All right, everybody's waiting. So, as we start the second sprint, we will be going in reverse order, as always, per the rules of St. Car Sunday. Hmm. Well, if you'll excuse me, I am going to get on our Discord and see if I can get a hold of Alex and see what happened. Now it looks like we're going to start without him. Well, that is a shame. Well, sorry we missed you, Alex. You had a great race at the beginning, even if it wasn't the finish that you'd hoped for. All right, here we go, folks. I'm not going to miss the start this time. Let's set the camera up in the middle. Let's get our display up. There we go. Lights are up. And they're out. And what has happened to Justin? That car just will not start. Did we have a false start? I don't know what happened. Well, it's a tight pack of 5 at the beginning. Don't know what the heck happened to Justin's car. What is going on back here? Oh, this is madness. It's like we had a real incident back there. And Ninja's trying to find a way around. Oh, what a shame. Oh, it looks like we had a malfunction here. All right. Well, yeah, Justin must have had a problem with his console. So we'll get back into it here in just a moment. That's such a shame because we had a great race going. It just tagged that moment. I was going to do a replay, but I guess no dice now. So give us a minute while Justin resets the game. Should be back in just a moment. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Be back momentarily. No word yet as to what the problem is, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, looks like we're back. I wondered what was holding Justin back. Apparently, his console was giving him fits. I'm sure we'll find out later on the Discord exactly what happened. While we are waiting, let me say once again how much fun you will have if you join up on Gen X Racing. Join our Discord. If you get to the beginning of the live stream, get this up here, and anyway, get up on the live stream. At the very beginning, you'll see our QR codes. You can join our Discord and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As we start race 2, this time we have Justin up front. So I think I see what the problem was. We didn't have the field set correctly, where last is first. So that's been resolved, and oh my goodness, does he have a moment. But he's back. He's kept his car in third position, so Justin's doing okay for the moment. We got Toasty in the back. And it looks like we're down to 5. I think we lost Wolf. That's a shame. Toasty's bringing up the rear here. And now Rob takes the lead. And Firewoodman's trying to make his way around Justin. Can't quite seal the deal. Justin getting a half second for his trouble. That doesn't necessarily hurt. Now Toasty's found his way around Keith. And he's now set his sights on Justin. So that half a second penalty could come into play right here. And Toasty's looking for a nudge on the inside. Justin closes the door. Through the jump. And onto the pavement. Justin gets a nice drive through the corner there, but Toasty takes the inside track, steals third position from Justin, and Justin's going to have to pay the price for his little off there. So, back to Ginger Ninja. Doing his best Tokyo Drift impersonation. And here comes Toasty. Fastest in the field. Looking to pick his way through. As he gets the inside track, Simon goes just a little bit too wide. So, as he comes off that jump just a little bit rough, I thought maybe he was going to lose that spot, but he somehow managed to regain traction. And Justin almost goes into the rear of Toasty. Backs off. Loses a bit of time in the process, but you know, the whole idea of Gen X is to play fair. Oh my gosh, Ninja goes into the barrier. Oh, say hello to Barry Simon. Oh my goodness, wow. Oh, that was rough. So that drops him to fourth position, Toasty in third. And Justin steals second position after that row. So now we got a three-way tussle for second place. Whoa. Now this is more like it, fellas. And Toasty gives just a little bit of a tap to Justin. Not too bad. Gets the inside track, and that never really took anything off of Justin's drive, so fair play. Justin's trying to keep it together on the outside, and he does, so he can get the next corner. Great move. And he knew what was coming, and he planned it out perfectly from the lookout. Let's get on back now. Toasty's dropped back. And Justin, man. Oh, it looks like Justin got a little bit wide. That gives Toasty second pole. And Justin's right back in the thick of it with Ginger Ninja and Firewoodman all hanging close together. But Toasty in second just starts running away. He's already gained a full second. And Ninja's trying to find a way around the inside of Justin. Man, the way Justin executed that pass, you could see he knew what was coming and he knew exactly where to position the car. It was a terrific move. And I would love to go back to it, but there's just too much happening on track, so we're not going to be going to any replays until things start to shape up a little bit differently. So Justin's picked up another penalty. Still enough of a lead, it didn't matter. Ginger Ninja rolls to the back. So now he's trying to fight his way past Firewood. Let's go to the front and give Rob his due. With a 9.5 second lead. Rob's just taking the Sunday drive now. We got Toasty way in the back. Now Toasty, in the previous race, was laying down in 48s. But you can see his laps aren't anywhere close to that until this most recent one, just because he was having fights with the traffic, which is, of course, why we do the reverse grid. You got to make him earn it. There's Justin now in third position. Firewoodman right on his case. Justin is not leaving any gaps on the inside. Doesn't want anybody taking that spot too easily. So he's hitting all of his apexes. Trying to keep a tight racing line. And of all the corners, that one looks to be the most difficult, coming through that square corner. The second half of that squared off corner is obviously a beast. Ginger Ninja still bringing up the rear. Not a bad drive, but just some bad luck. And Justin gets a little bit loose. That gives Firewoodman the spot, at least temporarily. And, ooh, close racing, but he hits the barrier. So Firewoodman takes the spot. Justin with a little bit of a nudge, no harm, no foul. Everybody over the jump. Ninja gets a little sideways, but still comes through very fast. Has to smack those brakes to keep him going. And Justin Firewoodman goes wide, and he's back into fourth as Justin takes his spot back. Have mercy. This is quite a battle. Ninja going all smoky. This Keith goes a bit wide onto the grass. And that gives Ninja the perfect opportunity to take him in this tight corner. And he grabs fourth position. With just about a half a second to Justin's tailpipe. Now these two boys are using controllers, so you see their lights flashing quite often. I cannot tell you how talented I think controller drivers are. I don't know how they do it. It's so much fun driving with a wheel, but man, if you're good on a controller, boy, save your money. Ah, goodness. And Justin picks up a second. So he's going to have to make his way up a little bit further and develop more of a gap to Ninja. He's going to overcome that full second penalty. Otherwise, it's going to be Simon's spot to lose. And he gets it anyway, as Justin goes wide around the corner. And, oh, Fire Woodman looks like he's going to sneak his way in on this turn. Oh, not quite. Justin shut the door. Just slammed it shut. Justin's coming up to the penalty box, so that excellent defensive move may be all for naught. We shall see. Fire Woodman is right on his tail and takes 4th position through the penalty box. Now Justin is right on Keith's tail. Right on his boot. Got scored a little bit. I think that's going to cost him. Oh my, what is this? Oh, he takes a half a second or something. I don't know if it was him cutting off into the grass or what, but he's letting that go. He's getting that position back. Fair play. Excellent sportsmanship exhibited by our team principal. Boy, a lot of nudging, a lot of fighting on track. I don't think it can be helped being on a dirt track, to be honest. No purposeful ramming or anything like that. It's just, it's madness. Absolute madness. Man! Ninja is getting wild in those corners. He'd better count his lucky stars. There's no tire weight in this race. Wow, there we go. Oh, man! Justin just T-boned Fire Woodman. Let's see what happens here. He's laying back for Keith. He's going to let Keith pass him. That was a racing incident. He was going around that corner at speed, and the car just decided to spin out on him. So he gives the position back. It's all good. And through the jump, Keith and Justin. Let's take a look at that. If I can get it. Oh, it didn't take. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, I was unable to get the replay. Oh well. Let's go back to the front, and Splatter's lead, which was at one time 9.5 seconds, has diminished to 1.8. And we have about 4 minutes left in this race, if I'm not mistaken. So, Toasty is well positioned to take that spot from Rob. And that lead just slips away bit by bit, and off he goes into the grass. And that gets Toasty right into his smoke. Splatter just hanging on for dear life. Toasty sizing him up. Let's see if his wipers are still on. Ooh. So Ninja's all by himself now. Here's Toasty. Well, a little bit of a problem here with my keyboard, so let's switch over to the controller. That's the way it goes with the PlayStation. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Toasty gets wild. And oddly enough, even with all that weaving and wobbling, he hasn't lost any time. I don't know what that juju is that he's got going on. I don't know if he sacrificed a chicken before the race or what he did, but man, he has got it going on today. The Splatter's been dropping solid 50s and 51s. So, oh, Toasty's going to try the outside. I think he was aiming for the over-under. It wasn't going to happen. But still hanging on to those tail lights. It is a hellacious race. It's going to be everything Rob can do. It will take every bit of his talent to keep this lead. Very nice to the chicane from the dirt, from the street to the dirt. It's just got to be tricky. Still, Toasty not able to find that inside line. So go back to the dirt. Rob doing everything in his power to close off those gaps, making that car as wide as possible. Back onto the street. Toasty not exhibiting any frustration. I'm sure he's not finding it easy, but still. Racing his race. Seems to be remaining calm. Sizing up the situation. Man, getting a little bit wild in the tail. Oh, and now we're coming up to slow traffic. This could change it significantly one way or the other. And he couldn't do it. Rob just couldn't get through it. And loses that spot to Toasty. Oh, wait a second! Toasty gets all wide and see can Rob take advantage of it. Nope, can't do it. Couldn't quite pull it off. As Rob goes off into the gravel, I don't know what's happened to him there. He's got a little loose. Ninja putting on a show as always. That's it. Ninja's across the finish line. Firewoman's across the finish line. And here comes Toasty finishing for real. Gets first place again. Followed by Splatter, 4.5 seconds behind. And of course, Ginger Ninja comes in third for the final podium position in race 2. Excellent race. This one I'm going to save. So Toasty, Tim, was unable to get the clean race, but he did get the victory. He got himself 4 positions up. So great job, to say the least. I'm going to save that replay. I want to watch that later. All right, you see it up there on your left. GXR Splatter says, join Generation X Racing, and he's not kidding. You want to have a good time? You want to have a crazy time on the racetrack with some really great people who race fair and clean? If you're tired of getting bumped in the dailies, give us a try. Give us a look. You can join us on Discord. We are Generation X Racing, Gen-X. Toasty, last lap. Ah! It's so true. That was great racing. Yeah, that was very good. Very good indeed. All right, so here's your final tally. Toasty in the front, Splatter, Ginger Ninja, Firewoodman takes up 4th, and Justin rounds out the rear. Just an excellent race. All right, here comes race 3. Let's jump into the expectation mode. As it says, false starts will be penalized, so we got both feet planted to the floor. Lights are up. Cars are revved up high. And we're off. Lots of spinning tires, even with the traction control on. As Justin comes out into the lead, takes it a little bit wide. Gives Firewoman the spot. Splatter trying to take it around the outside. Can't quite pull it off. And here he goes, tucks in beside Justin and steals first place. Now Firewoman and Justin going at it toe to toe. Nice 4-car pack. Trying to get around that nasty curve. Oh, jammed up. weaving and wobbling in all different directions. 3 side by side. Everybody making a play for the inside. Only one can do it. As Justin goes off with the grass momentarily, finds his way back onto the track, and Toasty slips past Keith. Ginger Ninja in the rear, trying to keep up the pace. Back onto the street. Firewood makes a nice little flick of a turn there. Can't quite get on the power fast enough. So Splatter's got a nice comfy 4-second lead for the moment, but he has Toasty on his tail. That's never a good thing. Justin trying to make a race of it. But as he tries to make his way toward Toasty, Ginger Ninja decides he's going to try to sneak in alongside. Justin, with the better position, makes it through the corner. Simon backs out a little bit to keep it on track. Doesn't want to hit the wall. And he does anyway, right in the jump. Oh! Oh, that had to hurt. Sorry. Just dropped the little keyboard. Let's see if I can make this thing work. I hate not having replays. Alright. Let's see what's what. Alright, well that part works. And replays are working again. Hoorah! There's Justin. Having a little bit of a moment. None the worse for it. Got a great race going on for 3rd place. As Toasty picks up a second Splatter. Got a little sideways to the jump. That's dangerous. Everyone gets cleanly through the hopper. Looks like Simon's got a penalty, so he's going to be slowing down in a moment. And there it goes. Let's give him just a little bit of a breather. It looks like Ninja got around Firewood. Now he's got Justin in his sights. Oh, did he give him a tap? I couldn't tell. Perhaps not. Anyway, Justin's back in position, so all good. If Ninja did give him a tap, he gave it back right away. But, oh, man! Trying to find his way on the inside, he gets a bunch of the wall. And he gets all out of shape through the jump. Man. Let's just picks up the penalty. Let's see what happened back there with Ginger Ninja. Well, he must have picked up that position a while before. Alright, let's see what's going on here. As Justin loses out, now Ninja took the inside position through the grass as they go 3 wide. And Ninja gets the worst of that exchange. Better jump to the front and see how Toasty's doing. Now, Toasty has gone from a 4-second gap to within 1 second. So we do have a race for the lead. Momentarily, I want to get back to this little fight in the back because this is nuts. So Justin's got him another penalty. That'll give Ninja an opportunity to get in. So, a bit of separation here. Let's go back to the front. See what our leaders are doing. It's only lap 6. We've got quite a bit of time left in this race. 9 minutes and 40 seconds to be there. So Tim is in no rush. Boy, I think Toasty may be running that car on pure moonshine because he is on another planet. speed-wise. The Splatter trying to hold that position for as long as he can. Making a great race. Boy, that's a guy you don't want to see in the rearview mirror. I think a lot of folks will be breathing a sigh of relief that Toasty will be doing commentary for Group 4 races. And not be stuck in the tailpipes. Ginger Ninja gives Justin a little bit to think about there. I think he may have given it a tap and backed out, and then gets right back into it again. Oh, it's quite a race for 4th position. Well, you'd think the podium was at stake when these guys are gunning for each other. Man, he goes into the wall again. Through the blue dust. Alright, let's get back up to the front here. Toasty just sizing him up. Biding his time. Looking around the outsides. We'll give you something to think about, Rob. At the end of every season, Generation X gives out a sportsmanship award. We give out a number of awards, every awards, just all kinds of awards. But probably what I think is the best honor is when you get the sportsmanship award. And this year's, this past season, it was Rob, and well deserved. One of the finest gentlemen you'll ever meet on track. So congratulations on that, Rob. It's well earned. As Toasty inches ever so close. He likes that outside line for some reason. Maybe he's just trying to keep off Rob's back end so he don't get into the mix. So while these guys are fighting each other, let's take a look and see what's happening back here. Looks like Justin's caught the wall here a little bit. Give it a quick look and see what happened. Yeah, just got a little loose coming into the corner. Back to the front we go. Same old, same old. Fire Woodman finds himself in his favorite spot, namely 3rd position all out by himself. So, working his way steadily toward the podium and a whole raft of points is Keith Madge. He's had some good drives today. Very controlled. Just very solid racing. And Toasty on Splatter now. Splatter's got the inside line just now. Shuts the door on him, but leaves it wide open in that last corner. And Toasty takes it away. He waited and waited and waited until the time was right as Rob goes off. But until he saw the time was exactly right, he didn't make his move. But then, just like a praying mantis, just jumped right in. Caught his bug. So Toasty's out to a comfy lead now. Rob tried to hold on. It was a valiant effort as always. But when you have that guy on your tail, it's a tall order to stay in front of you. As he gets the jump, kicks up a little blue smoke. Taps on the brakes, you see those dinky tail lights. Keith picks his way through. Let's go back to Justin and Simon here and see if they've still got some. Simon gets all crazy sideways. Let's see what's going on inside that helmet, bud. Oh, man. Simon's keeping it loose. Lots of brake. And I can tell he was wanting something terrible to get up on Justin's trunk before he got that penalty assessed, and he couldn't do it. He got all kinds of loose. Couldn't make the cut there. But he has picked up Look at that. Simon with the flick. And inching closer. Oh, that was crazy. But purposeful. The way he landed. That was, I would say, just short of spectacular. Let's go back and have a look at that again. So he's coming up over the jump. You see, he gets that car. Let me go back a little bit further here. So he comes up over the jump. Oh, no, I didn't have it. Okay, let's go back and see. Get him up over, coming over the jump. This is not going to... There it goes. Look at this. He gets himself in position, gets the car turned to the right, and makes that corner about perfectly. That's wild. If that was on purpose, I have to say that was spectacular driving. With just 3 minutes to go in the last race, lots of separation between the drivers, and Ninja finds himself completely spun out. Let's see what might have happened there. Here he comes through the dirt. He's going to take the jump again. Catches some wall. Gets all out of shape, and he gets his car flipped around. Well, that's a shame. It was a heck of a show you're putting on for us. So back to the front we go. Toasty with a 12.5 second lead. I don't know what's happened to Rob. 2 minutes ago. Let's see if we can find out if anything happened back there. Yeah, he caught the edge there, caught the corner of the barrier. So, rough go. Toasty goes over the jump, takes it the same way as Simon. I guess that'll get you all kinds of extra speed if you execute it correctly. And Rob goes up over the top. Gets into the corner beautifully. That radius must decrease pretty rapidly there in that second half of that squared off corner. Because everybody seems to be having the time of it. Inches back on the dirt. Toasty coming in on some slow traffic. It's just a minute 13. He's going to hit the jump. Oh, man! What happened? Who did he hit? Oh, my gosh. What was that? That would have been Ginger Ninja. Yeah, he gave Ginger Ninja a hard poke. Let's have a look and see what's what here. Alright, so here's Toasty. Here's Ninja. No, that's Splatter. Here's Ninja. And just bam! Hit him in the barrier. Oh boy. Yeah, I think Ninja may have caught a little piece of that concrete. And when he did, you know, Toasty being up close to him, it may have been unavoidable. As Toasty goes a little bit wide, still maintains speed. So, Splatter just now 11 seconds behind. So picked up about 4 seconds thanks to that mishap. Firewoman all by his lonesome. And here comes Toasty across the line in just a few. He's got about 10 seconds to glory. As he goes ever so gingerly around the corner to the finish. Congratulations on yet another win, Toasty. And Splatter comes in, another solid second place finish and a whole handful of points. And Firewoodman on his final go through the dirt. Picks up a little bit of a penalty, but no harm. It's only going to lose in a second. He's got 10 to spare. Round the final curve, across the line. Says hello to the checkered flag. And that's your race. Nice work, everybody. Really enjoyed that. That was nuts. Boy, I tell you what, for our first dirt race, you couldn't ask for a whole lot more than that. Now, Toasty gets a clean race after all of that, making his way through traffic, through the dirt, with the dirty tires, and still picked his way through cleanly. So congratulations, Tim Galvin. What a great race. Just, well done by all. Absolutely, Ninja. You included, I mean, however you finished up, you got third position. Congrats on the podium. Looks like Splatter got knocked back there at the end. Wait a second. No, I'm not looking at the right thing. Here we go. Oh, boy, I thought I'd gone crazy. Okay, Splatter gets second, Firewoman third. Ninja is at the rear, but, it was still a great race. It was so much fun to watch you drive, Simon, honestly. Golly, really enjoyed that. Okay, folks, that's going to wrap it up. I'm Spiffy G, your host with the least. I really appreciate you joining us today. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday.